you doing? Welcome to Bollywood Bubble virtually. How?
Amazing. Can't believe this is happening. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
But it's good fun to see this new way of doing interviews and communicating.
It would have been obviously better. We would have games to play and things like that if we personally met. But now that we can only talk and everybody has the same question, how do you feel answering the same thing again and again?
Boring.
So I'm gonna jump onto your song "Dil Ko Maine Di Kasam." Tell me from the scratch. When was this planned? कब shoot किया? कब हुआ? Tell me everything.
I think शूट तो लॉकडाउन में ही हुआ. बहुत ही रिस्ट्रिक्टिव होने के बाद भी I think Arvinder Khera, Asim and Himanshi have pulled off something which looks decently grand, I can say, for a lockdown video. Ghana, no one knows, like abhi thoda thoda because I've said it on live. It was composed 6 years, 7 years ago when I was about 22.
Oh my God.
And I was doing Hero, like 23, around that was my age. And me and Kumar were working on Main Hu Hero Tera. When I played him this melody, we were jamming so much that I was like, ye bhi suno. And he heard this, he said, it's really nice, but today, aaj, like in 2015 today, the songs that are working have hook lines or they are a little longer and they drop down to a hook. Whereas what I had made was something which used to be made in the 60s, 70s, ki do line mein ki kuch to log kahenge, logon ka kaam hai kehna, छोड़ो बेकार की बातों में बीतना जाए रहना. यानी 4 line उखड़े की जो होती है, which is the intro, was always the hook in a way, which we call hook now. That was the takeaway for the audience. Now it is more like it comes, on, like if I have to explain it simply, ki, all that aankhon ke panno, that whole thing, that journey, and the hook is Main Hu Hero Tera, so that becomes a recall. But in Dil Ko Maine Di Kasam, the first 2 lines are it, which define ki Dil Ko Maine Di Kasam na dhadke tere bina, dhadke to sari zindagi tadpe tere bina. So that was enough. It summarizes the feeling of one's heart. And he said, ये बहुत गजल format है, आज नहीं चलेगा क्योंकि the demand today, obviously his experience, he knew things better. He said, it will take time, and it took a lot of time and a lot of projects came, but we were really adamant that we didn't want to change the lyrics. We were really sure about the feel the song was giving us. And at that time, Bhushan sir, banked it saying, when the right time comes, we'll, put it out. Films didn't come where, this song fit really well with the same lyrics. So we waited and we realized, this is a time where in independent music, something that's not even related to films, films have taken a backseat. And I have always kept doing, I've kept on doing my non-film music. I've done Main Rahu Ya Na Rahu, or I've done Chal Wahan Jaate Hain, Zindagi Aaron Mein, which actually restarted this for T-Series also. They were only doing films and, non-film music, which they call it, which actually should be independent, was the only thing that was film music was taking the whole place. Now, during this time, it's all the independent music, all the artists are making their space. So we felt this is the right time. And the lyrics and everything was done 6 years ago. But Arijit recorded a year back. And today it's here and it's winning hearts and I'm happy. That's it.
So that's so lovely, and it was really correctly said that if you do something with a lot of love, no matter how long it takes, it does come out and it shines. Now tell me, now you've composed this song, where does all this love ooze out from? Tell me.
I think I put a post about this also. Ki, a lot of people ask me, sir, kitne heartbreak hue? And I had asked the same question to Mithun, when we were doing Sanam Re together. I used to be like, this guy really makes only, like, I still have a balance of a Suraj Dubai, a Char Shanivar, and a Chul, or whatever. And this man is only in his own soul music. How does he do it? So, he also laughed at me. He's like, for him, it is like a connect to his God, which Rahman sir has. For me, it's more real, like more what I feel. Maybe if I've seen my friends in a relationship, I've taken back something from that. Maybe if I've been in a relationship or, I've had an experience. So I really react and create music according to what I have been through, what I see around me. And I like to put it in a form, me and you can sing it, and the singing shouldn't sound like a song, it should sound like a conversation. That's why I try to keep very conversational, simple lyrics, but big thoughts. The words may not be very heavy, Urdu or Sanskrit or extreme pure Hindi, but the message is sent across simply, and it's a big thought which will stay forever. That's what I look out for. And मैंने ये पोस्ट डाला था कि यानी ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरा दिल टूट गया तो 50 गाने बन गए. I pick and choose from what I feel. I hear my friends talk. I find hook lines even in that. Like, my friends used to call me मतलबी कि तू बहुत busy हो गया. तो कहीं ना कहीं से मतलबी I told Kumar and we made मतलबी हो जा जरा मतलबी. So it's actually, obviously I'm an emotional musician and a person also. And so somewhere it comes from me just going into myself and realizing that this is who I am. This is also the real me that people should know. So that's why after Suraj Dubai, I said I need people to see this real shade of me. And I dug deep, and maybe past or present or whatever, maybe I've seen in my own life or my friends, family, I adapt those into songs. And that's my mantra of making relatable music, which I never want to make music which is great and cannot be hummed and cannot be related to. I'd rather make simple music, and maybe critics might say I make too simple, but I'd rather make a melody that stays with people forever. They can hum it for the rest of their lives.
So like you just said, there's a difference between an artist and a regular person like me. So I'm going to ask you this question with what you answered to me. Like, you pick things up from reality and around you, and there's pain that everybody has gone through. Now, being an artist, you know that you can kind of write things or, utilize that emotion. But being a regular person, we get into stress, depression, gossip, this, that. So how do you practice to not let that affect you in the head and, do something better out of it?
See, my mantra for everything in life, whether it is a troubled friendship or if it's a film I've lost or some project didn't go through or, people I expect things from and they didn't live up to those expectations. So I've always been very neutral with that I realized that you can't, I learned this at a very young age from my dad, which was a very cool way of looking at it, where he told me, if you have a problem, can you solve it? If you can solve it, then what's the problem? But if you have a problem and you can't solve it, then also what's the problem? You can't do anything about it.
Right.
So just keep going. I know it's tough. I know even I get into stress. I'm no robot. I feel the same way. We all bleed the same. It's the same. Yeah. But that artist thing is that you get that little outflow. You can put it out in songs or whatever. But still, doing that also sometimes takes you back to a memory, and we feel it more than even normal people sometimes because we are removing our biggest part and putting it in a song. Right. So I don't take it as a pressure, but obviously dealing with rejections and dejections and loss of work sometimes, or maybe over expecting from anyone, can be my family, can be someone I love, my friends. Just those things I curb out. I just understand that we're all human and we're just torturing each other with all these expectations. And sometimes you can't help but expect because you feel that these are my clan, this is my friend group, and they will always stand by me. But each man and each woman, everyone has their own journey. So it's very important to be that neutral. It's tough. So I eat pizza, I sleep it off, I wake up, I'm a new person. Again, if I feel bad, I'll eat pizza, then I'll work out, then I'll again sleep. And so it's just that. I think the most amazing solution, don't hog it, but have a slice of pizza, a little bit of chocolate, take that big duvet and just go to sleep. Don't care.
I'm calling Domino's after this interview because you said pizza 3 times. I'm already hungry.
I'll call them and I'll not let them enter my house till 40 minutes and take it for free.
That's a cool idea, though. Okay, talking about the song again. Now, you guys have casted Himanshi and Asim in the song, and
yes.
who are really, really loved, especially after the Big Boss season. So, was it a conscious decision to bring them on board, knowing the fact that they have fans, or there was another reason that you all did it?
See, always for a label or a producer, they always see these things. They are all obviously important to them, but you cannot, force anyone. I think the artists, they've made their name through Big Boss. They have fans. They have fans that are hardcore. They're crazy about them, which is beautiful. And they love them. I think even without this video, there's a love for their relationship, for their real life, their chemistry, which maybe they also felt when they heard the song. It was first the song was sent. So it's up to them also. I have always never tried to call people and say, please feature in this. Obviously, it's not my place. The label had the song, they sent it, and they reacted instantly. It's something we have not done. We've done 2-3 singles, but this intensity, this love, this honesty of romance has not been shown with us, and we feel connected because we feel that kind of passion. So I think that's translated beautifully, and Arvinder Khera has done a fab job, So it was obviously a label must have thought, yes, they have fans, but we need to, send them the product. If they connect and if they are on board, so great. So they heard and they instantly, they said that we've never done something like this. And it is so heartfelt that if we don't do it, we'll regret it. So let's do it.
Right.
So that was beautiful that they came on board for, such an intense song. Usually it could be too early. Sometimes people think it's a risk. We are doing cool songs or cute songs and showing the stage of our blossoming of love. Suddenly we're showing intense love stories. Yeah. So I think they took the first step, of saying yes. And then from there, me, Kumar, Arijit, Bhushan sir, everyone, we did our best. And I think it's a great team effort that's working. That's
absolutely, all. Absolutely. So before I proceed to another couple of questions, we have you here. We can also see, I can see an instrument.
Sorry,
here.
I'm just having a sip of my medicine.
Yeah. You can. Aram. This is the perks of working from home. Yeah, do whatever you want. So since we have you, we have an instrument. Can we hear you jam for a couple of lines?
Yeah.
Yay!
Should I sing Dil Ko Maine Di Kasam and my other single, which is Zara Thero? I'll do like a mashup because both are released now only.
Super.
दिल को मैंने दी कसम, दिल को मैंने दी कसम, न धड़के तेरे बिना। दिल को मैंने दी कसम, न धड़के तेरे बिना। धड़के तो सारी जिंदगी, धड़के तो सारी जिंदगी, तड़पे तेरे बिना। दिल को मैंने दी कसम, न धड़के तेरे बिना। धड़के तो सारी जिंदगी, धड़के तो सारी जिंदगी, तड़पे तेरे बिना। तुझसे जुड़ा तो टूटा जहां से, आ करीब आजा, ले लो मैं सांसे। दूरियों में देखा है मर के तेरे बिना। दिल को मैंने दी कसम, दिल को मैंने दी कसम, न धड़के तेरे बिना। धड़के तो सारी जिंदगी है, तड़पे तेरे बिना। कोई आए न जाए ना हो ना, ऐसी जगह मिले चलो, हाँ जहाँ वक्त हमारा रुका हो और मैं अपने दिल की कहूँ। बारिश की बूंदों सा ये दिल गिरता बरसता है, तुम पास होते हो मगर फिर भी तरसता है। जरा ठहरो जरा बैठो, करनी है बातें, पास आओ और थोड़ा सर्द है रातें। आसान होता तो मैं कब का कह चुका होता, ऐसे तुम्हारे सामने खामोश ना रहता। जरा ठहरो जरा बैठो, करनी है बातें, और थोड़ी देर चलने दो मुलाकातें.
Oh my God! No wonder you enjoy yourself alone in the lockdown. When someone has such a good talent, I'm gonna act like a stupid fan right now and ask you, sir, आप single हो क्या?
मैं album हूँ.
That was really lame, okay?
So then now that's the answer for now. जब होगा जवाब देने के लिए तब दूंगा ना. अभी प्लीज मेरे फैंस भी स्पेकुलेट करते, सर प्यार है आपका कोई, ये वो सब. मैं अच्छा खुश लग रहा हूँ ना अभी,
हाँ.
तो खुश रहने दो. जब कुछ होगा मैं ऐसा हूँ, मैं बता दूंगा. जब होगा मैं बोलूंगा खुद, मैं छुपाने वाला नहीं हूँ.
That's lovely. तो हम वेट करेंगे ये सुनने के लिए.
क्यों वेट कर रहे हो? मैं 30 हो गया तो तब से सबने ये करना शुरू कर दिया. नहीं काउंट कर रहा हूँ मैं ये साल. 29 हूँ मैं. ये साल कैंसिल है.
हाँ वो तो है. This year is पक्का कैंसिल. So that
यानी people are asking my parents, अमल की शादी इस साल तो नहीं हो जाएगी. मतलब पागल लोगों. मैं ये सब अब भी मेरी जर्नी शुरू हुई है. And obviously, if there is something concrete that I think I can speak about, I always will. Right now, there's nothing that I can, speak about my relationship. I don't have anything to speak about.
Right. And that's really nice of you to be extremely honest about what I asked you, even in a fun way as a fan.
That's smart.
बहुत smart. So I just have one last question for you. No, actually second last. I understand the sensitivity of the topic, so I'm not going to pinpoint and ask you something very directly.
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask you, what is it that you want to say from your heart when you hear this name, Sushant Singh Rajput? What do you feel like speaking?
I said this yesterday also, that it's really sad that I can't say he's my friend, but someone I respected, someone I spent most of my time with during the filming, and spent a lot of days on Dhoni with him. And I feel that we had that connect when we looked at each other. When it was done, the edit was ready. There was a sparkle in his eyes and in mine, because we both knew, life is going to get little different, and maybe it'll reach heights of, we didn't know that we would succeed, but we knew that this is a special film and it'll take us somewhere and take us higher in life. And see, I cannot even be happy about my songs playing and all of those. For me, Dhoni has died. He was Dhoni for me. Like, even though I've been an MS Dhoni fan, and that man made me believe that MS Dhoni is someone else only, but he is Dhoni. No one could do what he did, that performance, and such a bright future. And I want to say that there is nepotism, there are people who play power games, there is politics, everything. It's in my line too, in the music industry also. And we got to keep fighting it, but there might be, parts of his mind where maybe he felt bogged down, cornered. But I would not like to say that it's a suicide, because I don't think someone like him, who has so many dreams and so many ambitions, would just go away like that, And he didn't look like that. Like, you can see a soul and you know that he's weak or not. You can figure, and he wasn't. So I want people to, my heart says that it cannot be a suicide. And whatever it is, whatever the result comes, I hope it's at least respectable for that family, for the man who's died, and gives peace to his soul. We're making it too much of a media drama and media doing trial. Nothing's going to the court. If you have accused people, get that evidence, get the CBI inquiry, push things fast. Why is it taking so much time? It's been 2 months yesterday. 14th was yesterday. What, man? And that also is like sad. It's just that I feel generally it's just becoming a sensationalizing thing. You're forgetting that it's a human being, it's a family. Respect them, get them justice, let the proof come out. Point fingers, media is pointing fingers at Riya ho, ya Suraj ho, ya jitne bhi log ho, they're pointing fingers at. I'm not saying that they are wrong and yours wrong, but it's not their job. Right. Your job is to do journalism and bring the facts. If they've brought the facts, let's go to the court and let things come out in the proper way. Right. Even today, I can tell someone, this guy's bothered me and I'm in depression because of him. Doesn't mean I'm saying the truth. It cannot be. There has to be evidence. There have to be things. And I feel that most importantly, I know no one has the guts from my fraternity, especially the music fraternity, to talk this way. And I'm proud that I can do it because I'm not afraid and I'm honest at my heart. And I think anyone who blames anyone for anything, for any wrongdoing in their life that someone's caused them, move the court, because today people will support you. We are all there. The whole world is on social media. They're standing for you. वो चाहे Me Too movement हो, even that time a lot of accusations came like against Amaal Mallik and everything. Due respect, obviously people should listen to the word of the women, and because it's difficult for them. But today I want to tell that with those women, we all are standing. It's not that you will say and no one will support, but take the judicial route for any accusation. Don't make it Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Don't make it TV पे बोल दो इसने सुशांत को मारा. We don't know. We don't know yet. So just let it have a proper court procedure, and I hope the family gets justice. And I believe that he was not someone who would have done this to himself. So I hope, like my heart says, I don't know facts myself. So when the facts come out, that's the time when I'll be able to say something.
Wow, and I'm so glad that you opened up completely and spoke over this. I mean, my next question is just few of
my manager there thinks I'm going to be in trouble because of it, but it's okay. I've opened about these things 5 years ago, and I've said about awards, and I've said how things work here. So it's the most, what my mantra, again I'm saying I've said mantra too many times. I don't know what the hell that is happening, but it's my motto in life. Like, I've been knocked out of so many films due to politics or power games or people not liking my honesty or the way I approach my music. For me, it's my work. My music is my life. It's my blood and sweat, and it's my worship. So these things I've also dealt with and I've spoken about. Now, when you say even the topic of people coming out saying कि music industry में भी ये सब है, वो सब है. जब एक इंसान, मैं और अरमान की अभी बातें एक बहुत दिग्गज सिंगर सोनू निगम करते हैं और ये सब बातें करते हैं, तो we are speaking during our time.
Right.
Everyone else is speaking about 20 years, accomplished, flourished, got their assets and are in a position of power, and they can easily say now. But I believe that we have spoken in our time and we have guided youngsters that this is not an easy place. You've got to have nerves of steel. If you're coming to Bollywood, be prepared for the worst. Because this industry is not very rosy and a bed of roses. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And it's every line. Bollywood is a little more different. There are clouds, there are groups, it's a good way also. See, I'll tell you. If Anurag Basu works with Pritam Da, who's somewhat like my mentor, I have told the director, sir, I want to work with you. But he says, bro, I can't. I love Pritam and our Jodi is beautiful. It's blessed. So you have to respect that and understand.
Yeah.
Those things I understand. Other things happen. That's misfortunate. That's people's karma. I leave it on them. There are people who have removed me from films. Their production houses have shut down. So that's not, there's no such thing. It's all going to come back here. So you just got to be confident. That's the only thing I want to tell everyone, that don't give up. Every industry has this. And it's worse for girls and even men in business worlds and advertising. Bollywood को just don't blame. इधर है, सालों से रहा है. अब बातें आ रही because of one Sushant Singh Rajput and Sonu Nigam speculating and saying about T-series and labels and everything. Hey, and even in the West it is there. Warner Music is not going to give music, a song to Universal Music's artists, right? So India may be wahi hai. They will not give someone else, an artist, a chance. But that's how it is. It's the music business for them. It's music for us. It will always be that. So if you want to do your own thing, for musicians especially, open your damn channel. Today we have digitally so much to reach out on. Go for it. Everyone. Now Sonu Nigam's done a label. Salim Sulaiman's made a label. Arijit has. We don't need labels to make you or Bollywood to make you today. That pressure was there for me and Arman 7 years ago when we started.
Right.
Now, independent music is everywhere. Films are shut down. Only this is working. So I think your channel, your audience will come. You have to build your audience. If you honestly do whatever, even if you do an acting scene and put it out there, people connect. If you do a music, you do a song, it will connect. There is an audience for everything. And Bollywood stamp of approval is not going to make you a star. There's Pratik Ward also out there who's as big as Arman and Darshan Rawal in his own right. So come on, man. I don't think anyone should try to scare the industry. You know how people are scaring ki bog down, idhar maar denge tumhe. Aapke upar. या तो लड़ो या तो मत आओ इस इंडस्ट्री में. It's a tough fight. Even I face it. Even I've cried nights losing films. But come on, go for it. Another day, another fight. It's not over till you hear the bell. So go for it and give them back the punch.
Absolutely.
So that's all. You've got to keep the fighting spirit on.
Very, very well said, Amaal. And also, please tell your manager on my
this
behalf.
This turned out to be my most honest interview. This might just sensationalize on the internet. So keep everything.
Really, really. But all I wanted to tell your manager as well that don't worry, this is not going to put you in trouble. We are going to portray it as beautifully as you answered me. Okay, I'm going to make sure of that.
I trust you. There's no problem. If I didn't, I wouldn't say it. No stress.
Right. And lastly, before taking all of your time, because you've told me enough, so much that I am so glad today. So I'm just going to tell you, what do you want to say to your fans who've been loving your work, who've been waiting to hear you?
ये सब मेरे fans के लिए था. उनको डर लग रहा है कि मैं क्यों नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, मेरे आवाज अगेंस्ट लोग बोल रहे हैं. You know, they were like, why aren't you responding? People are saying you are nepotism ka product and all of that. So I've given that answer here. Nothing comes easy. I want to tell my fans and to the people who are my haters, who I love more, I don't hate them because I will win you with my music one day. You may hate me, but you will always listen to my songs.
Yes.
So Arman and I may be having the Mallik tag, maybe unfortunately or fortunately related to Amaal Mallik and Abu Mallik, but we have clawed our way up. No one has, even when we got Jeho with Salman Khan, it was the same process going to Mehboob studio, waiting for 7 hours for the man to come out of his van, which every composer, there was Himesh, there was Sajid Wajid, there were 10 other young boys. It's what the actor connected to and he gave me a chance. After that, I didn't have work for 1 year and I almost went to New Zealand to become a burger seller in McDonald's and start studying MCOM. So I'm just giving you a little gist of that so that people know that both these boys, Arman also at the age of 10 was on a reality show. If he was part of, why did he go on that? If he had such a name, no person with a backing and a name goes on Saregamapa. He went there for his own to realize where do I stand. That's brave of him. And he's got songs with Vishal Shekhar from Bhutnath at an age of 10, 11 on his own merit with Bachchan sir. Not that Abu Mallik picked up and told Vishal Shekhar ki Gana de do mere bete ko. Or told Salman Khan ki I want you to hear my son. It didn't happen like that. We went with our work, people accepted, people rejected also most of the time. Suraj, who was rejected by 40 producers, Bhushan Kumar took it, and the rest is where we are today. So I have respect for him, and even the things, I put myself forward. You're not standing up for singers. When I work with Sonu Nigam, when I work with Shreya Ghoshal, or someone who has achieved their spot respectfully, who are legends today, I never let the label change the voice. Otherwise, I tell them, remove my song. That's my guts. I don't expect that from other composers. And I never call senior singers to sing scratches. I sing it and my in-house superstar Amaal Mallik sings it because he's my brother. I can use him. I never ever call a singer and tell them ki aapka hi hai. Today it's clear. Pritam Da started a trend where 10 singers would try one song. It's here to stay. Everyone wants to try and see what tone works and everything. So ये सब जो मेरे fans के लिए मैं कह रहा हूँ is that don't get bogged down by people saying whatever to me. Stop getting negative and trying to reply to them. I will reply to them. And I have a hashtag which says troll the troll. If you mess with me and you mess with the girls in my fandom, especially the boys are anyway very powerful and anadi, they'll beat you up. But if you mess with the girls and misbehave with them, then I will stand and take your case. Simple. So my fandom is like a family. I want to tell them, just chill out. Everyone said everything. Our song has come. It's in the top charts in 3 days. It's ruling everyone's hearts. I don't care about the views. We're there. We're still here. We're doing original work, not knuckling and buckling under pressures of trends or anything. I've done my remixes. I've done everything. This is only to my fans. I know you're here. But you all should just know we're going to keep doing honest, good work and be who we are. All of us. So don't worry about that. Stay at home. Keep watching my interviews and keep listening to everyone's original good songs. Because right now it's time to bring back originals. And remixes होते रहेंगे. मैंने भी किया, मैं भी एक दो करूँगा. But please support original music. Any artist you like who is making heartfelt music, please support them and promote them.
And also, like you just said, this is for your fans. Hello, even I'm a fan here. I am a fan too.
Amalian number 897K.
So on that note, I'm going to just say thank you so much, Amaal. Thank you so much for opening up, speaking so beautifully, and being honest And being so honest. I'm really, I don't have words right now. Can you see how confused I am? I was so much more confident
You didn't
earlier.
expect me or what to say the truth. It's okay.
This is lovely, and I'm just going to say all the best. And I know life is not easy for anybody, and people should stop assuming things on social media. And we understand this by this interview as well. And I wish you all the best and hoping to see you soon.
Always. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This
Thank
was one
you
of my
so much.
best interviews, and I'm glad that it happened today and at the right time, where, I didn't want to just put out these things as statuses or anything. I've said it on a video, and even if this blows out, I want people to know that this is what I feel, and I'm always going to stick by this. So, see you.
I didn't even try hard to ask you those kind of things, you know.
ये सब funny moments में चले जाएगा, edit कर देना. But it's okay. I've spoken about everything because, see, these questions my fans have thrown at me. And, before this interview, I wanted them to also know what I feel about certain things. Because I don't want to it's a dirty mess on the internet right now. People are saying anything to anyone. So I wanted to just say it in a clear way through this medium. And I'm glad you helped me do that. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad that you chose us to speak up on. So thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Take care and all the
See
best.
you.
See you
Take care.
soon.
Yeah, and just don't make sensational headlines. Just show me what you make before you put them out.
Hanji. I'll send the links to your PR.
Because Varun को बहुत आदत है. Amaal Mallik ने किया ये, वो नहीं होना चाहिए बस.
Okay. Don't worry about that. You can count
See
on
you.
that. Bye.
Done. Thank you. Bye.